Hi everyone, my name is Mira Raven of Magifest 5D, and I am going to just introduce myself because this is my very first video. I've been thinking about making a YouTube channel for quite some time now, and I've had my website magifest.space for quite a while. I am a multi-instrumentalist and producer, but on this channel, I really want to focus on the elements of really helping people find their true selves, really helping people find their inner guidance, and helping you cultivate your best timeline. And I wanted to wait before I made this whole channel and went in this whole direction because I didn't want to try to help anybody find themselves or get to their best self if I felt like I hadn't done that. So, a little bit about me and my story. I will keep it short. I will go into more details maybe later on as this channel grows. But to kind of keep it short, I have gone through quite a few traumatic events, quite a few pretty hard things in my life. And those difficult events, while they were very unpleasant and very scary and upsetting and frustrating and all of the above, they were training for me. I realize that now. And I'm able to look back on it and go, wow, this was training for me. So I say all that to say that everything that I share on this channel is wisdom that I am either channeling or it's based off of my own experience. And I always find myself channeling lots of really powerful things, and I've benefited from my channeling, but I feel like others could benefit from it as well. So I'm really excited to create this channel, and hopefully it will reach exactly the right people that it needs to reach. And if you are somebody who is kind of, feel like you're floundering and you're trying to find what your purpose is, or you feel like, I was talking to a friend the other day and she was talking about how she's talking about her music, but she was talking about how the music that she makes, she doesn't like any of her music. And I think part of that maybe comes from her making music based off of what maybe other people expect of her, or based off of her persona, or based off of who she thinks she is. And I think that a lot of times we think we know who we are, and knowing who you are is such a journey. It's such a beautiful journey. It's a hard journey. But I think that it takes time to peel back the layers of the full self and really get to who we really are. So like I said, my story has been, I've gone through all of these trials and tribulations, and every time I went through that and healed from it, and obviously healing is something that happens over time. Like, I still feel like I'm healing from some things, right? It's not completely gone. But you get to a certain point where you're able to see things differently, and you can see things and you can see people for who they are and what they are. And the truth is that we are all expansive. That's the truth. We are so expansive. And so that is something that I have unraveled in my own journey, is how expansive I am. And I think it's easy to sort of go, yeah, we're all expansive. We're all one. We're all this, we're all that. It's one thing to say it. It's another thing to understand it fully and deeply and live that, right? And I think that we can have an understanding of these things, but once we really start living and experiencing what that understanding entails, that's when our life really shifts. That's when things really start to kick in. Yeah. So for me, I felt like I was living in somebody else's body for a while. I felt very disconnected. And I knew it wasn't me. I knew it wasn't me, but I didn't know what was me. But I just knew that something in the way that I was showing up in the world just really didn't resonate. There was a certain level of dissonance. And I went through some times where I actually, wanted to leave, wanted to literally physically leave my physical body. And I think really what that was about was, it was about knowing that the person that I was not truly me. And it was like, it's not that I wanted to physically leave my body in terms of it was more, it wasn't that I wanted to physically really truly leave the earth. It was that I felt like it was a spiritual death that I was trying to bring about, right? It's like there was something in my spirit that wasn't me. There was something in the way that I was showing up, and it was almost like an ego death, right? I needed to get rid of this false self, right? And I think that a lot of us get caught up and we think our false self is us, and it's not. And we all have a false self. So this is something that, again, I don't want to get into too deep of a tangent on it right now because this is the first video. But I'm really excited about sharing these different insights with you all and hopefully creating a beautiful journey. And you can follow me on this journey. And it's going to be a journey of intuition, of self-discovery. And, I am working on a cohort group course. And I will be sharing more information about that very soon. But I'm really excited about that. That is something that I'm going to be kicking off this fall. And so stay tuned if you're looking to find your authentic voice. That's the name of the cohort group coaching. Find your authentic voice. So if you're feeling lost, if you're feeling like you don't really know who you are, if you feel like the person that you look in the mirror doesn't feel like you, then this might be the right cohort for you. So again, I'll have more information about it, but I do want you guys to kind of just know who I am, what I'm about, and what you can expect on this channel. And like I said, my name is Mira Raven. I'm a multi-instrumentalist, I'm a musician, but I also have such a passion for healing, for wellness, for metaphysical subjects, for astrology. I'm really into all the new age stuff. So this is almost like a passion for me. I've been reading about this stuff and studying it and paying a lot of attention in many of my observations of humankind and myself. And so I'm just really excited to share some of that with you all, because I think that the things that I've learned and the things that I've seen could be very helpful to many people. So that's really what this comes down to. And I know that I know for me, there's tons of YouTubers that I've watched, and it's really beautiful to see all this wonderful information being shared so freely. So I'm just kind of one of those people that is out here and sharing the things that I feel called to share. And hopefully if it resonates with you, you'll consider following, subscribing, and going on this journey with me, because there's definitely a lot of things to uncover about ourselves. So if that sounds good to you, if my energy has resonated with you, again, definitely appreciate if you can subscribe or like this video or send me a comment. I really am looking forward to creating a community on here and finding like-minded souls. So that's going to be it for this first video, but welcome again to Manifest 5D. My name is Mira Raven, and I'll see you next time. Peace.